Hi, this is Blinky, broadcasting almost live from the Boscoyo Broadcast Studios. You're listening to the second season of the Professional Triers podcast.
Oh, yeah!
Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. And now here are your hosts, the Professional Triers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JR with Brian again, and we have a very special guest that probably will do a million voices, but we're not going to make him. We'll just let him do it, wing it. But we have Justin Poe, the Christmas voice guy, with us today. How you doing, Justin?
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I like your little hey, your little the little intro guy there. It sounds like the Gummy Bear from the Gummy Bear song.
Look for the Gummy Bear album in stores everywhere.
The Gummy Bear
That's what it
song?
sounded like.
God, I hate that song.
You guys have kids, right?
Yes.
You guys have
Oh,
kids?
yeah.
You must know the Gummy Bear song. Oh, it's okay, whatever.
I know the Gummy Bear song. I can't stand it. I don't know if Brian does. His kids are a little old.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, you know the Gummy
okay.
Bear song?
I don't think I know it. No.
Okay, let me just tell you here. Before Baby Shark, there was the Gummy Bear song, and it ruined parents' lives all over the world. And now, thank God, nobody ever knows about it anymore. So it's gone. It's done its thing. Now it's gone. We should probably talk about some other stuff.
My kids actually found that Gummy Bear song
Ran
recently,
its course.
so it's still going in my house, and I can't stand it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel really weird today because like my
God bless.
camera's really close. Because I
Oh,
had to put a blue screen up because I wore a green shirt, and my green screen's huge, so my blue screen's not so big. So I had to like get really close and sexy with everybody. So it's a little weird.
I just like your when you went back and I saw the face on your shirt. That was.
You like my
Yeah,
deck?
that's cool. It looks like, hey, I got the perfect car for you. It's a 2-seater. It's a coupe. You like it. Kick the tires on the side of it. That's what it looks like. Anyway. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be awesome because your voices.
Once again, the Professional Triers Holiday Lighting Show has raised the bar, teaming up with another awesome sponsor, Zazzle, to provide you, our VIP listeners, with some cool, awesome, one-of-a-kind Professional Triers gear, including the Hot or Not shot glass, the Blinky Flashy Lowdown notebook, the Professional Triers Blinky Gear beer stein, the ever-so-popular David Peace Not a Vendor t-shirt, the must-have Robert Petty Make Rob Great Again t-shirt, the one-of-a-kind Jordan Nash
Do you like my decorations?
t-shirt, and of course the must-have Professional Triers Blinky t-shirt, and much, much more. You can even create your own one-of-a-kind Professional Triers gear. So go to trierswag.com, that's TRIERSSWAG.com, and get your Professional Triers gear today.
Every time we ask you a question, you got to answer it in a different voice.
That's right. Okay.
All right.
That's funny.
Oh, shoot. That's awesome.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Mr. Justin? You have a family, and what do you do for a living? Stuff like that.
Well, I'm a male stripper. I like to. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am I'm a Bible preaching, vacation going, Harley riding, croc wearing, joke telling, voice doing, son of a gun. Oh, I forgot banjo playing. There's a lot of stuff
What's
you
a
don't know about me.
What's a croc wearing?
Yeah, hey, it's the perfect shoe, man. It's the
the croc. Oh my
yeah.
God, my daughter's infatuated with them, and then she's got the little things that go on the crocs, the croc jewelry or whatever. Yes. Okay.
Is that a thing? Oh my God.
It is a thing.
Okay.
It is a thing. You can order like 30 of them. You get them in a pouch.
What?
Yeah, bling
Why
for
have
the
I-
bling
okay.
for the Crocs.
We're gonna
Wow.
have to get Justin some of that.
Yeah,
Get
definitely.
him
Oh, man.
some Croc bling.
Next time you see me, next time I do this podcast, okay. Oh,
Well, have your feet.
No, I just sometimes
Look what I got, guys.
sometimes I bail on a joke because I know it's not even gonna land. Okay, so anyway, no, but yeah, so I do voices. I'm also a little known fact about me. I'm a children's pastor. I have a creepy windowless van. Those two kind of go back to back. Anyway, and as everybody always gives me a hard time about that. No, but so I started realizing that I could do these imitations when I was like, I don't know, 15, 14, 15, something like that. And all my friends would put me up to things, you know, they would put me up to prank calling people, and, you know, mostly like restaurants and stuff like that. Or they'd get me going through the drive-through, you know, and you know, the girl would be like, you know, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order? And I'd be like, hiya, pal, I'd like a Big Mac and a hot Coke. You know, and just go on into something like that. She'd be like, you know, they'd be like, you want cheese on that? I'd be like, cheese? Oh boy. You know, just anyway. So it was a fun thing growing up.
Oh,
But
man, I bet. So
Ricky,
you
I
mentioned
sort
your
of, you know, I
daughter.
mentioned, huh? What's that?
You mentioned your daughter earlier being in her playroom and stuff. So how many kids do you have? Is just the one?
I just have the one little girl. She's 9 years old, and she's my everything. Sorry if I get distracted. It's this. By the way, her pet turtle is right next to me. I don't know if I mentioned that already. So he's like freaking out because I'm talking so loud. So anyway. Well,
So how long did it take for her to actually know what Dad's voice really was? Or did you do a lot of voices with her?
you know, it's funny because with us, it's always just been a thing. Like she's just used to it. You know, to her, it's nothing. It's no big deal. Because you know, I read her bedtime stories, and she's got a lot of like fairy tale type stories, and for some reason the princesses in the story. You know, I like to shake things up. You know, I don't like to just always
Yeah.
I don't like to always go by the book. You know, so like for some reason.
You don't even seem like that type.
You know, I'm just saying, like, Cinderella, you know, is not always so proper. She might be like, girl, I met this prince and you would not believe he danced with me. And I mean, you know, so you know, she'd be like, you know, the voices go all over the place when we read bedtime stories, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Sorry.
No,
Totally.
no, you're fine. You're perfect.
Yeah,
Like
this is
somebody was
awesome.
supposed to chime in there, but
So
JR took a break.
yeah, I did. I paused it and was just like, I am not going to laugh the whole time on the podcast, and nobody could hear anything. So, what got you into
It should be an hour of do what?
what got you into doing voices for Christmas?
Oh, that would be one Ricky Cloutier, who lives about 20 minutes from me. Some of the audience might know him from Facebook and various comment sections and stuff. And he also builds controllers. Shameless plug for Ricky. But anyway, yeah, he came to me because we'd been friends for a long time, and so he kind of knew that I just kind of throw voices around, you know, and he came to me and said, hey, this would be perfect for my light show. Can you do this for me? And so, you know, I did some stuff for him, and we and about, you know, for about 3 years, he was trying to get me to put my name out there and do this. And he was like, you know, telling me, hey, there's this whole, like, he was like, man, I'm telling you, there's this like whole community on Facebook of these people. You know, it's just like, they're all over the world, you know, you should really put your name out there. And I was always kind of like, yeah, okay, you know, and I just, it was in one ear and out the other, you know. I was like, who has the time to do all this, you know? And So, and I never really dreamed that it would take off like it has. And so eventually, like the third or fourth year, he was pushing me to do it, and I finally said, you know what, I think I'll try that. I'll tell you what. I don't know if I should say this. I might get in trouble saying this, but like, what really kind of pushed me to do it was, what's happening with you? What's going? What's
I'm tired. I'm tired of the close.
that is so weird.
Sorry.
That's crazy. I totally my train of thoughts left the station. I know it's like the room was staying still and he was just floating up, and it was like he drank some of that Willy Wonka stuff and just floated up in the air. I don't know.
Oh, good stuff.
That's funny. I don't know. Anyway,
Squirrel.
But you were getting ready to say something you shouldn't say, or how you were finally got into it. You're at the last step of what you were saying.
yeah, you weren't supposed to go back to that, but that's because I realized in mid-sentence I probably shouldn't say it. No.
Okay, we'll take out the last 30 seconds.
Hey, I was just trying to play. No, I was gonna.
It takes a lot more to divert me. I mean, if you want to get me off track.
No, I was gonna say just between the three of us, whether you want to edit it out or not, you use your judgment. I was gonna say, the real reason I started was because I heard that the elf quit, and I was like, hey, now's my chance. So anyway, but anyway, I don't know.
Wait,
you may want to take that out.
That's totally fine. That actually is perfect to start, though. Like, there definitely was a void.
Yeah.
And we needed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've never actually, I've been meaning to introduce myself, but I always forget, and because every year it's like I've gotten busier, and sometimes I'll see him pop up on a comment or something, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to talk to him, and but now it's like I'm afraid that because it's been like three years or so now, and now I'm afraid it's kind of like almost too late. I'd be like, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I don't think Brian even knows who that
But
is.
tremendous respect.
Brian's so new to
what?
Oh, really?
I don't think you know who the elf is.
No.
It was a guy that used to do voiceovers, and then he semi-retired, where he only did previous customers and no new ones, and then he stopped.
I think I heard mention of it when 2018.
Yeah, I think that's when he was only doing customers he previously had.
Yeah, existing customers. Yeah.
So Justin came in at the right time.
Yeah, it came in toward the end of 2018, before the season.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Was it 2018? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
No, right? Was it?
I think so.
Oh,
I thought so.
Thinking it was, okay, it was either 17 or 18. Yeah, I guess 18. Huh. I was thinking, okay, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
It feels like an eternity. Anyway.
So, how does your family handle you being the Christmas voice guy now?
Trying to think what I can say there. We might have to chop this a little bit. Well, my wife, she kind of rolls her eyes, but at the same time, she thinks it's really cool. And see, the thing she always tells people, we kind of have a running joke about it, is like, everybody thinks that the stuff I do is so great and so funny, and I'm like the class clown and everything, and people are always like, oh, how do you not just laugh all the time? She's like, trust me, if you lived with him, it stops being funny after a while. It starts to get annoying to her, I think, but she's really great. She's a trooper.
So is she your test subject then? If you think you have another voice or something you want to? Do you try it on her first and get her reaction?
Well, it's funny you asked that. I can remember one time in particular when it was the very first time I tried Olaf. Somebody wanted me to do Olaf, and I'd never tried to do Olaf before. But I'd seen, you know how Frozen, when you have a little girl, I mean, so I had seen the movie like so many times, and that's the thing is like, I really can't just, somebody asked me to do Avengers voices one time. And this is going to blow your mind, I'm sure. I don't know you guys if you're Marvel fans, but I have actually never seen a single Marvel movie. I know.
No.
I know, it's crazy.
What is wrong with you?
I know there's like 50 of them, right? But I've never seen a single one of them. I take that back.
There's a lot.
I take that back.
There's a lot.
I take that back. I saw Iron Man, the original Iron Man, but that was it. I think that was the only one. Now, see, here's the thing. Like, I'm getting off a rabbit trail here, but okay, like Spider-Man. I loved the Spider-Mans that they were doing back in like the early 2000s, and then they just like abandoned that and started over because they wanted to do this whole universe thing, and I'm like, what? It was fine, like, anyway. So I kind of just, that was kind of where I didn't start watching the new Spider-Mans, and then I just kind of gave up on Marvel in general. But I know a lot of people think I'm crazy for that. But so back to my story. Yeah.
We'll circle
I'm
around.
waiting for the old
We'll
voice.
I'm saying, I'm sitting here telling a story, and people are like, "Just do it, just do it, just do it." Anyway, so no, but so I had seen the movie so many times that I kind of had it in my brain, and that's the thing with all my voices is, I have to hear it for a while, and then I can kind of emulate it. Is that the right word? Emulate. Sounds nasty. Anyway, imitate. That's better. And so the first time I ever tried it was I did it for a guy by the name of hell, who cares? And I can't remember. He doesn't know he was the first one, so it doesn't matter. And and so I did it. I recorded it. I took it in there to my wife. She was already in bed at the time. It was late, so I came barging in. I was like, hey, listen to this. And she was like, what? It's just turn the light off, And I'm like, you got to listen to Olaf, So I held my phone up to her, and I played it, and she just like, she just started busting out laughing.
Really?
I was like, wow, that's, yeah. She was like, I'm sorry, all I can hear is just you trying to do Olaf. But then I played it for, a Ricky, and he thought it was really good, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just one of those things. If you're really close to somebody and you hear them all the time, it's probably not as good. But JR's over here going, man, he told the whole story and he didn't do the Olaf voice.
I know. I'm sitting here. I'm like, where's Olaf? Fun.
I just want to give everybody a warm hug.
That's pretty good.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty good.
Because I've seen Frozen 2 about 112 times already.
Oh, well, I saw Frozen 2 and I thought, well, this will all make sense when I'm older. Anyway. Whenever the leaves fall on him, he's like, that's normal. But so
I might have to have you do a voiceover of Samantha.
I don't even know it's Samantha.
Yeah, I might need that.
That's funny. I can't get past your, like, every time you raise up, it's like, hey, here's my shirt here.
Hey.
Don't forget about me. Oh, that's funny.
You do voices for my shirt too. Have you seen that video?
Hey, not everybody gets a voice for their shirt.
But no, it already has a voice though. Have you seen the?
Oh yeah.
Decorations
It's
video.
Yeah, it's that crazy psycho tree. Yeah. It's been a while. Yeah, that's a creepy video, by the way. Everybody loves that.
Jordan Nash brought that to life. That was a lot of fun. There was a
Yeah, it's good.
takes that
It's fun.
we were all talking in high pitched voice.
We all tried to do that voice for a while.
Yeah.
I would have to see. I don't even remember. I just vaguely remember, but was it something like? Was it like you like my decorations? Or was it something like that? Or
That was
you guys
exactly.
remember?
Yeah.
I barely remember it.
Okay, so
But
normally
anyway.
at this point of the show, we do a speed round about everybody's setup. But
Oh yeah.
you don't really have a blinky flashy show. You kind of have like it's on and there it is. So we're gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna play the Flashpoint intro, and you're gonna tell us as fast as you can how many voices you could do. Like you're gonna tell us voices.
Okay.
Like,
like in those voices, I guess.
yeah.
If you can do it in those voices, can you do it like that?
Ooh, man.
Put you on the spot.
All right. So here's the intro.
Okay,
when it's
but
done.
I do want to make it known that that it's a little they're all a little less good when I have to jump like that.
Do it
But
on
I'm
the
gonna
spot.
try it.
Of
I'm gonna
course.
try it just for you guys.
Okay. So here we go. As soon as the intro's done, you go at it.
Okay.
Hi, this is Blinky, and now it's time for our favorite segment, Flashpoint. As fast as you can, tell us all about the details of your display.
Is that it?
That's it. Go.
Crappy, bro. Okay. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Oh boy, gosh, Christmas really is all around us. And the best part is,
You'll never run out of wishes. They're shining deep down inside. Because that, my friends, is where the magic lives. Gosh, you got those two. That's a lot of it.
oh bother, I'm rumbly in my tumbly. Time for something sweet.
Why, if it ain't the Goof Master himself. Why, the kid's got the goof gene coursing through his bloodstream.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Mater. Me and my buddy Lightning McQueen been riding up and downtown. You know, this place kind of reminds me of Radiator Springs on a hot summer night.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank now.
That was pretty
Well,
good, though.
I guess
That was 7.
That's all.
That was very good.
That was awesome.
that's.
7 in a row.
I went so
Pretty
far,
good.
and I just 7. That was 7.
Mhm.
It felt like an eternity. That was something else.
That was really good.
Really, really good.
So we're going to go into the second part. And instead of talking about your display, we're going to talk about your voices because that's just a lot of fun.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what would you say is the most popular voice you do for like customers?
The most popular is definitely Mickey, I think. Yeah, it's Mickey's been the most popular. That and I would say Santa, Mickey, and Olaf are the 3 that I do the most. That's the 3 that people ask for the most.
What's your favorite one then?
Oh, I love Winnie the Pooh. I've always loved Pooh Bear.
I love it.
I believe he would have to be my favorite.
That was awesome.
Yeah, love the Pooh Man. He's the greatest.
So,
Grew up
what would be the weirdest voice you've ever been asked to do?
Well, okay, so I guess the most like off the beaten path one was a guy had me do one. He wanted me to do one with in the voice of I don't know if you know who this is, Patrick Warburton, who is known as the voice of Kronk and other voices like that. Like he was on Family Guy also, but so and that took a little bit. And after kind of just listening to him for a while, I was able to come up with like, okay, everybody, here's the deal. We like our neighbors, and we've decided an idiot checklist to make sure everyone's playing by the rules here. Hey, you in the truck. Yeah, talking to you. Let's put off those headlights there, buddy, okay? Just things like that. Had to go
Oh my
through the whole
God.
spiel.
I'm gonna need that.
That's a fun one.
I'm
I'm a
gonna.
big Disney parks junkie, so I just had to go back to hello and welcome to Soarin'.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why.
That's kind of where I went back to that.
That's awesome. So
I
can
was
you
gonna
do
say
all the intros to all the rides at Disney or what?
I don't know. I never thought about that. What are some intros there?
Or like, can you do the Pirates one?
Which one? Now, what is that? You have to remind me.
Well, I don't know if it's the same. Do you go to Disney World all the time or Disneyland?
Disney World. I'm over on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Disney World.
I don't know then. I don't know if it's the same. I only went on it once when I was there, and I didn't pay attention to that. Never mind.
Yeah, I know there's something that plays. I don't remember. Oh, and then there's the I started getting into the Halloween stuff the last couple of years, and people started wanting me to do the Haunted Mansion guy. So that was it, and that's kind of hard to do because I gotta get really burly on that and just drop it down low, and just be like, gosh, it's hard to do on the fly, but it's like, welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I don't know. I have to be in the zone on that one, and I'm clearly not in the zone. But
So how long does it take you to prepare for, let's say, what would an intro be? 30-second intro? How do you prepare yourself for that? Just by
you mean like as far as I'm sorry, what
well, somebody says, okay, I want Jack Nicholson. And you're like, oh, okay. So what Jack Nicholson, let's say in The Shining. So if you have to go and do research and then try to emulate.
Well, it really kind of just boils down to if I can do it, I do it. If I if I can't do it, I don't. I just tell them, I'm like, hey man, I'm not really that great at that one. I don't really like to put something out unless I feel like it's pretty authentic, and I don't want to. I've never wanted to be one of these guys that's like, oh, I can do 100 voices. I'd rather do a handful really well than just claim that I can do anything. And it's, people are listening to it like, yeah, that kind of sounds like that, but I don't know. Jack Nicholson, I've never tried. I guess I'd have to get some shade. I'd have to turn my glasses like this. And I guess I would have to try to do this way. I'd have to turn my glasses like this. I'd have to make a face while I do it. Is that all right with you?
Everybody has to watch the YouTube video of this episode. If you're listening on a podcast, watch the YouTube video because Justin's pretty hilarious.
You gotta see you gotta do the face for Jack.
Oh, definitely. You can't do the voice without the face.
That's right. And a lot of them are like that, honestly. Believe it or not. I'm trying to, like I was doing Winnie the Pooh earlier. Like I almost can't do Pooh without like getting all like this. Just, like I have to be fat mentally. I got to get plump, to get Pooh. But anyway, did I just say I have to get plump to go Pooh? Is that what I said?
Normally it's the other way. No.
Right.
Anyway, wow.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
So what do you like doing better? Do you like just like the come look at my display, turn off your headlight stuff, or do you like the little skits and stuff that you
do? Excuse me. Yeah, I really enjoy doing the character stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I do have kind of I do have a soft spot for the typical, like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just those. I just love that feel of, like,
Circus announcer voice.
yeah, I mentally I go to Main Street USA waiting on the fireworks to start, and it's like you're waiting on a big show to start, and it's like that's kind of where I'm at mentally when I do that. And I don't know, it just makes me feel all magical. I'm such a Disney buff,
That's what I was gonna say. That voice was. I was like, it sounded just like the Disney firework one.
In just 10 minutes, the Magic Kingdom proudly presents whatever this is called. What is it? They changed it. What is it now? I don't know.
Yours is different than mine, so I couldn't.
Yeah. I was trying to think of yours, but I think they changed it recently, didn't they? Or
they changed it right before quarantine.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
But anyway, oh man, how about this quarantine? I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm just saying.
It started like, all right, where are we going with this?
Like, yeah, what about it? Oh man, no.
I thought a voice was gonna come out and
I know,
describe
man.
But no, it's crazy because I've been meaning to put up a thing on by the time this goes out, I probably will have it up on my website. I was going to put a message on there because I mentioned I was involved in the church, and we got a bunch of stuff going on dealing with people's needs and the coronavirus and stuff like that. And so it's been taking up all my time. And so I'm not doing anything right now until July as far as voices and stuff, voiceovers. So by the time this airs, I probably will already have that message up on my website. But it's just, the reason I bring that up is because it's just crazy to me how everybody all over the world is experiencing the same thing I am, we all are kind of in the same boat right now. You kind of lose sight of that, or at least I did. It becomes more of a local thing, and then being in this kind of community, this holiday light show community, it's like you talk to a lot of people all over the country and even across the seas, and it's weird when you find out that, like, their town is the same as your town right now. So
yeah, it does make it more like we're all the same, no matter how far apart we are.
Like, shut up, make us laugh, man.
Yeah,
We're all in this
your
together.
Disneyland's closed, so is mine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird too, man.
Yeah.
Talking about Disney, they haven't closed. I don't know about you guys, but wait, you're on the West Coast?
I am.
Is that right?
Brian's
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the top middle.
It's kind of in the middle. Yeah,
Canada.
yeah. All you have is Canada land.
I don't even have that.
I don't know what you have.
I can't cross the border anymore. They don't let us Americans in there anymore.
That's probably true. Huh? All the stuff going on. Yeah. So Disney hasn't closed since our Disney hasn't closed since 1971, except for on 9/11, and now all of a sudden they're closed for months. It's weird. But
oh yeah, ours was the first time it
yeah.
closed was 9/11, and that was the only time it ever closed.
Yeah, craziness.
So now to funny stuff, or just general stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about your Christmas display. We've kind of been ignoring it because it's just some static lights. But how did you get into doing the lights? Like what you have?
Okay, so it's a short story. I've always wanted to do a big, huge Christmas light display, but I, never really was able to just throw the money at it, and then one day, my friend Ricky upgraded to LED and pixel, and I got all of his in cans, and it was like, And it was like, you know those big,
All excited.
yeah. You know those, big tubs that you find at Walmart, the big gray like totes. Like he gave me like 8 of those full of Christmas lights. And dude, I just used every bit of it. I was just, if I didn't have anywhere to put them, I built something and put them on it. You know, it was like I was buying Christmas trees just to put them in the yard and decorate them. I mean, so I used every bit of those things. And you know, I'll send you some pictures being put on somewhere in this or whatever. Maybe if I say, "Hey, there's a picture right there," it'll be there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah. Look at that. You better send us 2 then.
So,
Oh, it went away. Oh, wait, it's back. All right. See, we can have some fun with this.
so what's the most favorite thing you did with the lights that he gave you? What did you build that your most favorite? When you sit back, you look at it, and you're like, "Yeah, I did that."
Well, it's really kind of funny because it's they're really just kind of thrown everywhere. But I think one of the things that like people are always kind of impressed with is I have these big tall trees, and I wrap the trees with the lights, and people are always asking me like, "How do you do that? How do you do that?" And I came up with a really cool thing. So I went to Home Depot, and I got a big long copper pipe, and this thing was like, I don't know, like a 20-foot long copper pipe, you know, really like put a red flag on it driving it home, you know, big long copper pipe. And you know, cause like I just went through Home Depot finding like the lightest pipe. I was going to do PVC, but actually the copper pipe was like super light. And so I got all this height, you know. And so anyway, what's funny is I took a fork, and you know, you got like a fork, and I bent it like that. So, and I stuck it in the end of that pipe, and I hold the lights, and I can just walk around and wrap the trees, you know, as tall as I want. And everybody's always like, "Man, how do you get up that high?" So it was pretty cool.
I never thought about the copper pipe. I have a few PVC ones.
Yeah, it's super light.
It's neat if you're not like fastening them, if you're just like hanging them, you know, it works well.
All right.
So yeah.
Even though we've had,
sorry, I'm not.
No, it's fine. Other people have
That's my
Christmas.
That is the greatest thing about my display. Is the tall trees and the light. You got some lights up there.
Wow. All right, so now we're gonna have even more fun. We're gonna do our rapid fire questions.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Are you serious?
All right.
Because I'm
yes.
Because I just want to say, because this has been the best night of my life. It's so fun. I love it. And
so we're gonna do rapid fire questions.
And the beard guy is great too. The bearded guy.
The beard
His
guy,
name
Brian,
again?
by the way. I
Yeah,
don't think we've ever met. So
yeah, we probably should have done this at the beginning. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Brian.
nice to meet you too, Justin.
And you too, Stephanie. Wait a minute. I don't know it's Stephanie. Anyway.
It's Samantha.
We've kept you so entertained, the turtle hasn't even.
Samantha. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. I'm gonna play another intro for you to make fun of,
saying
and then we're gonna go into rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire questions. Okay.
The Pixel Pro Display Sequence Club is the only club that pays for itself. Here are just some of the benefits of becoming a member. Each month, you will receive a free, original sequence programmed by the pros at PPD to take your display to the next level. Access to weekly X-Lights effects presets, which you can use in your own sequences or modify to create your own unique effects library. Access to the PPD affiliate discount program, getting up to 15% off or more from over a dozen of our PPD partners. So visit us on the web today at pixelprodisplays.com and also find us on Facebook at Pixel Pro University. Pixel Pro Displays. What can Pixel Pro Displays do for you?
Hi, it's Blinky again. And now it's time for our fan favorite, Rapid Fire Questions.
What color's your toothbrush?
Blah blah blah. It's one of those.
I don't think
I
I've
think
seen that one.
I think it's blue, blue and white. You know, if you count the toothpaste.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, man. I would probably want to go and be able to teleport. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Teleportation.
Mm-hmm.
That was the slowest rapid fire
Cool.
superhero question.
Sorry.
You gave that
Not
some
very
thought.
mucho rápido. All right. Wait, is it?
No, it's
it?
not over yet.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not.
If you
That was rapid.
if you worked at Samsung, would you be the guardian of the galaxy? If you work
What did
security
Sam
at
say?
Samsung, if you work security at Samsung, would you be the guardian of the galaxy?
Oh, ha! This guy. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That took me a minute. That took me. I don't know. Anyway, I know something we can do tonight. So whatever. You guys are killing me with these crazy questions.
Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it's just throwing me off. All right, give me another. I'm ready now.
So if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Ooh, man. How about cardboard cream? Because that's kind of what it tastes like.
Not a peanut butter fan, obviously.
No, I like it. All right, it's all right. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
If you were to dump ice on a hot dog, would it make it a chili dog?
Ooh, man. I think would it make it a? Oh wow. I don't know. I had something. As soon as you move on, I'm going to think of something really clever and funny to go with that. But go ahead, just go to the next thing. A cold dog, I guess. I don't know. What is that? Does that mean I suck? Like womp 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 womp.
At a movie theater,
Okay.
which armrest is yours?
I would have to say the third row, the 16th one down.
Not just
That's
left
the
or right.
seat, but what armrest? The right or the left?
Oh well.
After you pick your seat, third row, 16 row, third in from the left.
Yeah. Is that third row from the
Which
top
one
or
do
the
you get?
front?
I would have to say the right armrest because the left hand is going for the popcorn.
There you go.
No, it's not. I hate popcorn. I don't even know why I said
Popcorn?
Oh my god!
You don't like peanut butter or popcorn? You don't watch Marvel
It makes
movies?
me
You
Nice
don't like
one on the peanut
popcorn?
butter. Straight.
that. I hate everybody. I hate
Oh my
the world.
gosh!
Jeez.
Blast that Christmas music.
I thought this guy was cool, and then all of a sudden now, no popcorn, no peanut butter, no Marvel movies. This is getting weird. If Apple made a car, would
People
it
with
have
green
windows?
shit. Worse.
If Apple made a car, would it have windows?
Oh man, if Apple made a car, I don't know about Windows, but I know it would only have one button.
One button.
That just seems to be the way they go with everything. Just one big button. You do everything with the one button. You'd have to, if you wanted to go left, you'd have to shake the car left to make it go left. It wouldn't be compatible with anything else except other Apple cars. But it would look cool.
If you were passing a stranger on the sidewalk, what would be the creepiest thing you could say to him, and in what voice would you do that in?
Would you like a popsicle? You need to come down to the cellar. I got a whole bunch of popsicles.
Wow.
That wasn't good.
If you drove a van with no windows, what would be written down the side of it?
That's me. Funny story. Somebody actually not painted, but what do you call that? This temporary not sidewalk chalk. Team spirit stuff.
Window paint.
Windows, yeah. So somebody actually painted all over my van with that one time, with free candy and puppies. And I didn't. And the thing is, it was on the passenger side, so I didn't know about it because I got it on the driver's side, which most people do. And I went driving forever before I finally realized. And I was like, people were like laughing at me. I'm like, something out here, just looking around like, what's going on? I finally got it out and realized it. And I was like, okay. So anywho, my turtle right now is looking. You guys can't see this, but just off camera here, my turtle is looking at me like, what is going on?
Is he giving you the head tilt, the head lean?
Yeah, he's kind of like, it's stretched out, and it's like,
he's interested in the conversation too, obviously.
Tonight's episode in 3D.
Okay, last one I got. The last one I got, and this kind of plays into, I'm going to say your van story, but if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume that you did?
Gosh. I don't know. I don't know what to say. There's a million things running through my mind, but maybe I don't know.
Remember, you're a pastor.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep it G-rated. Well, it might
involve a van with no windows.
It might involve me running around like. But anyway,
he's done lost it.
All right. Since that was Brian's last question, I have to ask you the last rapid fire question of the night.
Okay.
Again, remember that guy with the beard is Brian. You just recently were in.
Yes. And you are the other one.
If you were to hang out with one of us,
the guy with the shirt, the guy with the car salesman shirt, that's you. That's JR.
If you were to hang out with one of us in person, which one would it be, JR or Brian?
Oh man, I'd hang out with the shirt. You're like, that shirt looks like it's ready to go. Hey, baby.
I bet you could have a hell of a conversation with that shirt.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna have to send him one of these shirts.
And I wouldn't even have to carry the conversation. That's funny. I feel like there's a delay.
So we're at the end of the show, and you're just now figuring out there might be a delay.
Yeah, that's fun. Now that's why I got all the questions wrong. I get it now.
Everybody uses
I was
Zoom
answering
now,
the wrong
so.
one. You guys were thinking, oh man, that's not even fair.
Well, thank you for being on our show.
You know what? Hey, let's throw this. I've been thinking about this, JR, and I'm sorry I haven't brought it up to you first. But if there was a question that you would want to ask one of us or each of us, different questions, could you think of a question?
We're gonna try it with this guy.
You said wait.
If you would want to ask one.
Welcome to my lair. All right, so yeah, I have a question. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Well, why don't you give everybody your website and
Hey, I saw
what you do and stuff like that. Plug yourself.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
Is there a prop for this?
We lost him. We have lost the guest. Oh, he's back.
ChristmasVoiceGuy.com. 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 All right. For anything you want, any voice, vocal needs that you could possibly dream up, I will do my best to do that for you, to create something that is truly magical and impressive in your show. Very impressive. You will be very impressed indeed. Just head on over to www.christmasvoiceguy.com, or you could just go to justinpoe.com. It'll take you there too.
Thank you again for being on the show. I've never laughed
You
this
are
much
too.
in an episode of the podcast ever. This was
Really?
a good time. This was a lot of fun.
You are too awesome. Definitely enjoyed every second.
Well, I am really, really awesome. No, I'm just kidding. No, I meant to say, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you having me, and I've been wanting to come on this show for a long time. So when he asked me, I was like, finally, man, I'm really excited about it. So you guys are doing a great thing. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you for being on the show. And check out Justin's website, because I use him for my voiceovers. You'll get to hear some of it on the Great Christmas Light Fight. And he's awesome.
That's right.
So thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Hope you got some stuff you can use.